Question 29 is a spatial reasoning question where use of diagrams can be really helpful because it's quite easy to make a mistake here. We're told that we have a straight string which we place a red mark halfway along. We then fold the string in half and then make a green mark halfway along this point. For schematic purposes, it's best to have a 2D representation of this, but just bearing in mind that we are drawing on two strings. This process is then repeated, except this time, halfway along, we then make a small blue mark. In the final round, a purple mark is then made. Knowing what comes at each interval with this diagram, we can construct what we think the full string will look like. A simple tally can then be taken, and we can see that there are 7 marks between the two green marks, which is the question being asked, and that gives us our answer, B. Now naturally in the exam you will not have coloured pens at your disposal, so a helpful tip would be to use a different marker, for example a large one for red, one just above the surface for green, one just below the surface for blue, and, for example, a circle for purple. This will let you keep track and not double count or double add a particular colour. As you might be able to tell, I've only drawn half of the full string. This is another time-saving tip. It's quite easy to imagine that these 3 will be reflected on the other side, giving a total of 7, including the red marker. So again, another time-saving tip.